prints from Ankara, kente, the Togo, to beads and natural hair, representing in them wherever they find themselves and also making it part of their daily dress, following the new trends taking precedence.
My hair, my dressing, my sandals, everything is just related to the African culture. I believe that the African culture is so rich and there's still a lot for us to exploit, and it's also a way of awakening the consciousness of other people instead of always liking or following or running behind other people's culture. Why not come back to our African culture, see what is there, enjoy it, way of saying that I love my African culture and I'm ready to promote it anytime, any day, anywhere.
I like to identify myself as a black, especially as you can see from my clothes and my hair. I'm trying to keep it real because I believe black is beauty, black is special.
Their designs. In the meantime, some young Cameroonians have taken interest in coming up with new designs as well as being creative in the beads business. Our reporters, Mokwe Natalie and Eyong Echu, took interest in some of these African fashionistas. African fashion, to include African prints, beads and natural hair, seems to be taking central stage in the world of fashion among Cameroonians these days. It is common to see especially youths and women representing African wares from our reporter Sylvie Banta took interest in the trend in dressing to find out from somewhere in why they prefer looking African.
The new trends in African fashion
seems to be taking central stage in the world of fashion among Cameroonians these days. It is common to see especially youths and women representing African wares from head to toe. Our reporter Sylvie Banta took interest in the trend in dressing to find out from somewhere inhabitants why they prefer looking African.
The new trends in African fashion cuts across African prints from Ankara, kente, the Togo, to beads and natural hair, with Cameroonians representing in them wherever they find themselves and also making it part of their daily dress, following the new trends taking precedence.
My hair, my dressing, my sandals, everything is just related to the African culture. I believe that the African culture is so rich and there's still a lot for us to exploit, and it's also a way of awakening the consciousness of other people instead of always liking or following or running behind other people's culture. Why not come back to our African culture, see what is there, enjoy it, way of saying that I love my African culture and I'm ready to promote it anytime, any day, anywhere.
I like to identify myself as a black, especially as you can see from my clothes and my hair. I'm trying to keep it real because I believe black is beauty, black is special, and above all, black is our root.
They all look beautiful in their designs. In the meantime, some young Cameroonians have taken interest in coming up with new designs as well as being creative in the beads business. Our reporters, Mokwe Natalie and Eyong Echu, took interest in some of these African fashionistas to find out what they have been up to.
I'm lovely Ndichaga. Nice to have you in my shop. It's called Love Beats. You're at Love Beats right now. It's a beading shop where I exhibit things being produced from beads, or made with beads, handmade things I do with beads. All we know what beads are. Okay, so because beads exist in different sizes, different from different materials, different shapes, different colors. When you look around, maybe you find stuff
They all look beautiful.
that are all made up of beads, mostly beads with other materials complementing it. With the beads, we have different types of beads that we work with. We have like this type of beads, we call them seed beads or sand beads, because it's made of sand and clay or clay. Then we have like these ones, we call them crystals. These are crystals that we work with. You will see most of this work here. Growing up, I'd always had this passion for beading. I'd always love things that are made with the African culture, things that are handmade. I always love bracelets most of the time. Because look at me, everything around me is just like the African setting. So I wanted something that could help me, or that through which I could promote the African culture, because I love everything African. So the only thing that came to my mind was the production of stuff with beads, how I could go about beading. So that inspired me, and I thought of the fact that I will not just learn it just to promote the African culture, but also as a medium for me to make SC. I have apprentices. For now, I'm training about 5 people who are learning, and this want to learn. I encourage people to love beats. That's how my own contribution.
We are here at Louis Fame Clothing to share his experiences, how he impacts the African culture through his clothing lines. Follow me. Let's go. Thank you. Wow.
How are you, Natalie?
I'm fine, thank you. Are you?
Okay.
Yeah, you have a nice place. Fame. The name is Fame. How did it come about?
My name is Louis Family. Of Louis Fame, actually. At some point, I wanted to do my own outfit, and I gave my design to the tailor to do it for me. The tailor didn't realize what I wanted, so that actually drove me to start creating my own outfits by myself, actually, like tailoring my own outfits, learning how to tailor my own outfit.
What's your driving force?
What keeps us going is the love, the passion that I have for what I do, and the fact that it gets to inspire other people. That is what keeps me going. Each time when I do it and someone says, okay, this thing made me to start up my own, or this thing made me to feel confidence in creating or starting up my own business, I feel achieved. I
Look up to in this designing business?
As a role model, I'll say I have a couple of people that I look to, because I get to read about different fashion designers, and then I have a combination of all of their ideas, and I want to put all of those ideas into my idea and create a single idea. So I get to like look up to some African fashion designers that have already created a platform of there. So you have people like Maya Tafo, you have Yomi Kashua from Nigeria, we have Elken from Ghana, and a couple of African designers. Those are people that have created some impact already in the fashion. I don't to limit fashion in Africa. Like I don't want to create African clothes or traditional clothes. I want to create clothes that will interest the whole world at large. Yeah, so that is where my vision is going.
Alright, so what are the materials? What kind of materials do you use to sew?
Okay. I would say for the kind of fabrics that we use, we choose our fabrics based on the season, the fashion season.
Alright, so what kind of materials do you use to sew that really represents or portrays the African culture?
Okay. Fabrics in general that we use to create our outfits, we basically use both Western and African fabrics, and we choose our fabrics based on the season. First, we use our African fabrics. Like I say, charity begins at home. So we try to portray first our own culture before getting into any other culture. We get to do a mixture, a blend of African and Western culture, so that our outfit will not have a limitation to interest just Africa. We want our outfit, our culture, to represent both in the Western world too. That is the reason why we get to like mix our fabrics with the Western designs. Yeah,
Africa, have you done exhibitions before?
Yeah, we've done a few exhibitions. We've done a few exhibitions in Cameroon. We've done a few exhibitions in Canada, in the United States, in South Korea.
How do you see Africa in the next future?
I think in the next future, it's going to take Africa is going to take over the world, not just in the, let me say,